Foods, McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, and King's Restaurants. Always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Now on Primetime, Guam welcomes a new year and the first baby born on U.S. soil in 2020. Plus, what's the plan for the island's next generation 911 emergency system? And also tonight, concerned islanders want everyone to chip in and preserve our beloved public parks. Off a day, everybody, and Happy New Year. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top island headlines. Well, while Congressman Mike Nicholas is asking our island's beloved Manamco to be patient as his war claims measure may pass by the end of January, the governor hopes to have Manamco paid by then through her war claims reparation effort. Tonight's top story is with Chris Barnett.
It's no surprise, Governor Lulian Guerrero says she will sign Bill 181 into law. 181 is a local war claims effort, and its latest version, passed by senators, lifts the cap on how many survivors can be paid. The bill pushed through by legislators, despite some senators saying there wasn't enough open debate on the measure.
I'm reviewing it. Our legal people are reviewing it, but for the most part, I'm agreeable with most of the provisions there.
While Congressman Michael Nicholas said at a Southern Town Hall meeting in 2019 that it could take years after the passage of 1365 to pay all survivors, the governor said she plans to have checks cut by the end of January.
We want to expedite it as fast as we can, Chris. And so I'm telling my people that I want to at least target at the end of January. It's the logistics and the process of getting the claimants to come and assign the claims over to government of Guam, and then the logistics of sending that information back to U.S. Treasury so that they also can reconcile so they're not paying double when 1365 wins or gets passed.
While 181 was passed by senators without a memorandum of agreement between GovGuam and the feds to ensure the local government is reimbursed for making war claims payments, the governor says that arrangement is still in the works. But she said at the end of the day, war claims are being paid with our own Section 30 funds, so agreement or not, the governor says survivors will get paid.
It's best if we do have the agreement so both sides are clear on it, but if we don't have an agreement, can we still pay it out? I say we can.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Well, our next story in the first newscast of 2020 is with the status of the next generation 911 system remaining on hold. Jonah Gacharfas gives you the latest on this long-standing issue.
Guam Fire Department's E911 system is over 20 years old and is in desperate need of an upgrade. It's an issue that has been of concern for several years. It's a very familiar story. KUAM News files from 2012 with former GFD Chief Joey St. Nicholas telling then senators RFPs for a next-gen 911 system were on the way.
The drop-dead date that I had placed on myself and the staff for this E911 specs was October 1st. Drop-dead date, let's get it out there to GSA. The process is that they take, let's at least get it out of our hands and over there. I think we're on track for that.
Fast forward 7 years later, current GFD Chief Daniel Stone says, once again, they are at the final stages of contract negotiations.
We want to absolutely do our due diligence and ensure that the system that we wind up acquiring is exactly what we need for the people of Guam.
It was back in May of 2019 when the governor's office announced that $3.8 million was returned to the E911 fund. This after funds were wrongly diverted for other purposes by the Calva Tenorio administration. At the time, Chief Stone said it put the department in a better position to be able to enter into a service contract in order to bring the next-gen 911 system online.
Next-gen 911 is right around the corner for us, and so we're excited about that because I definitely want to be able to get the latest technology and equipment in the hands of our EMD dispatchers so they can, we can make their job a little bit easier by way of dispatching resources, taking calls, and things of that nature.
He does add that one of the hurdles is ensuring that telecom companies follow federal requirements.
To become Phase 1 and Phase 2 compliant in order to be able to basically integrate with the E911 system that we currently have. That still holds true for the next-gen system. And they're very aware of the requirements, and so they're working towards meeting those requirements. And so we're anticipating that by the time they get their infrastructure upgrades in place, that'll be hopefully in line with when we actually turn the switch on for our next-gen solution.
Along with continuing the services the 911 system currently provides, the request for proposal that GFD has out includes
Have the ability to text for a subscriber to be able to text to the 911 center. The other piece that will improve our services greatly is the ability for us to, for cell phone service or cell phone subscriber to be able to basically pinpoint where that person may be.
Stone would like to reassure the people of Guam that despite what other media has stated about contract negotiations being stalled, it's completely false.
We are still very much in contract negotiations, and as such, it is a process. And with any process, there's a bit of going back and forth. And so some of the time lapses that have occurred is through that back and forth negotiation that's ongoing. That is basically ensuring that they're asking the right questions as to what it is we're looking for based on the RFP. And then, of course, we're asking to make sure that we're purchasing the very best product at the very best price.
And heading into 2020, the next-gen 911 system may finally come to fruition.
I'm very optimistic that we will have a contract in place here very soon.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Gonchafris.
And also tonight, public parks are supposed to be a place where children from all across Guam can enjoy them, can have fun, and can make new friends. But unfortunately, they've turned into places where people use them for abandoned cars and trash. But as Sabrina Salas-Matanani reports in our next story, there are some in our community who care about that problem and are encouraging all of us as Guamanians to get involved and preserve our parks.
There are 50 parks throughout the island. And honestly, that 50 can be broken up into probably 100 because they're sets of 2 and 3. And these parks need to be given back to the kids.
Island Girl Power's Juanita Bloss has been on a mission for years, trying to spread awareness about neighborhood parks within several of the island's villages.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Gila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
Morning, 2 coffees and 4 orders of those new donut sticks.
You must really love these donut sticks.
I do, but they're not for me. They're for them.
Meet me in the middle. I'm rolling my leg.
I will take a coffee, though.
Introducing new cinnamon sugar donut sticks from McCafe, made fresh every morning. It's a little sweet to go with your coffee.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Hafa adai and welcome back, everybody. Just a scant few moments after the clock turned midnight, our island welcomed the first baby born on United States soil in the year 2020.
So Chris and Tammy Young, and there is Oz from Tamuning.
Oz Young came into the world at the Guam Memorial Hospital to parents Tammy and Chris from Tamuning. Oz arrived happy and healthy, delivered naturally 42 seconds after New Year's Eve turned into New Year's Day. His parents chose Oz's middle name to be Carlin, which is Irish Gaelic for Little Champion. He's the couple's second child, with his big sister eager to welcome home her new sibling. Needless to say, his mama and papa couldn't be prouder.
He's really chill. He's quiet. He doesn't cry much.
Okay.
He's really easy.
The Youngs were gifted more than $7,500 in donations from companies through Archway, the I Love Guam brand, including baskets from the families of the first babies born in past years.
The New Year's baby from 2017, which is Nina and Alan, and I believe the baby's name is Kylie, and 2019 from Desiree and Kyle, and the baby is Malachi. Both families have paid it forward and given you donations as well, so they created some very nice gift baskets for you.
Tammy also said Oz wasn't expected until January 18th, but the GMH nursing staffers weren't just caring and encouraging, they were cheering her on to be the very first.
They
did a whole countdown.
Yeah, they did. Wow, it's really
But while overwhelmed at the island's generosity and love, Tammy and Chris are just simply happy to know their son is a healthy part of their family. And they truly are grateful for the Guamanians worldwide that sent their congratulations, well wishes, and love on our Facebook live stream this morning. So, Oz, and we're happy to have you as part of the Guam family. And in other island news, today on New Year's Day, the Guam Power Authority is warning don't be duped by a phone call threatening disconnection. The agency is receiving reports from customers about off-island phone calls requesting payment over the phone or risk disconnection. GPA does not initiate these types of phone calls, and the agency instead advises ratepayers to access their account information and make payments online or with the GPWA mobile app. Also tonight, when the Guam Diabetes Association launches its annual outreach program to promote diabetes prevention in public elementary schools this month, volunteers and school nurses will instruct students with 100 children's books donated by local author Francis Bauman. Now, the books, titled Ramon on the Phone and Midge at the Fridge, encourage kids to eat nutritious food and exercise regularly as an effective way to avoid childhood obesity and the health problems associated with it, such as diabetes and heart disease. Each storybook does come with a companion activity book, discussion guide, and audiobook narration, all of which were created on Guam. The storybooks are now available for purchase worldwide, as well as online, of course, at Amazon. Please stay tuned. Island Sports is up next.
Make every day a plus.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Adulting isn't so hard when you have a mobile plan that lets you live your best life now. With Docomo Pacific's Gen Z Club, pay as low as $50 a month when you bring your own phone. Get endless access to your favorite apps like Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and more. Plus endless local talk, text, and 15 gigabytes of data for everything else. Everything you need to live your best life. Join the Gen Z Club today. Some conditions apply. Docomo Pacific, better together.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. In studio, Mara Tamayo, who plays rugby for Mount St. Mary's. First year in the book. Tell us what the transition was from playing high school rugby to collegiate rugby.
Playing high school rugby, it wasn't as technical as the collegiate rugby. And we focused more on getting the ball out instead of tackling. Because over here, so used to going for the hit all the time.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing, speaking to a lot of players that play at the collegiate level, was Guam rugby is known for the physicality, looking for that hit. But now that you're playing at Mount St. Mary, what was your job title there as far as distributing the ball? Because you said earlier you weren't able to run the ball as much as you wanted to.
Yeah, so I played scrum half, and my coach wanted me to always pass the ball out because I was so little compared to all the other girls. They're like twice my size, so she was really scared that I would get hurt.
And playing alongside some other Guam girls, how was that, seeing familiar faces on the same team?
Playing with Lavana, Hannah, and Halana, it was really fun. Every time we were on the field, it felt like we always had a connection. I think it was just coming from Guam, and like we were family.
Did weather play a part in any games, or looking back at the games you played?
Oh yeah, this one game it was so cold. My hands were frozen, and trying to pass the ball, and it was like rock solid.
What's some of the things you take away with your first year out at Mount St. Mary's?
I created a lot of friendships with all the girls, and I'm becoming to like love the school and the States.
Being home, spending time with friends and family, what are some of the other things you're doing as far as staying in shape and getting ready for next season?
Just continuing to spend more time with family because that's what I have here. And
did your coach tell you anything as far as maybe get a little bigger, get a little stronger, get a little faster?
Oh yeah, she always tells us to get faster, stronger, and she already has our workout set for Christmas break to get us ready for sevens.
Any other colleges you're looking forward to facing next season?
Same colleges, really excited, hoping to get bigger so I can tackle all those girls.
And, you know, the division you guys are in, it's pretty competitive. Who are some of the other top teams out there that you guys have faced and had a pretty tough time with?
Brown, Westchester. I think those were the top two teams that were pretty difficult for us.
What does the team look like for next year's season?
It looks pretty stacked. I'm really excited with all the girls there.
Yeah. And there's another girl from ND that's going to be heading out too.
Yes, Taylor Page. I'm really excited for her to come. She's going to love it.
Have you guys spoke to her and kind of gave her a heads up of what to expect out there in Mount St. Mary's?
Oh, yes. I messaged her. She's excited.
And for next year's season, are you guys losing any top players or any new recruits that you've heard about?
Not that I know of, but I'm pretty sure we have some in store.
All right, well, thanks for coming on the show. That's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it.